Hello?
Anybody there?
Can you hear us? I think,
Yell at me.
yeah. Yeah, yell at us.
Yell at us if you can hear me.
Yell at us in the chat.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I need to sign into Nick Blake Willhard.
That's a good account. I don't care who you Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third episode of Hunky Talk, and hopefully the first one that'll
the
be
first one that'll be on YouTube.
completely recorded on YouTube after the fact.
Tell them about what happened to our first two.
Okay, well, the first time we tried to stream, it was a good stream. I mean, it was all well done, but
Hunky.
I thought it just auto-saved. I thought it would just auto-save somewhere and I'd be able to post it online. Turns out it didn't, and that entire hour and a half of my life was lost to the internet.
We still have, no one has found it yet, but we still have our contest up. If someone who finds it gets $100.
I forgot that was a thing, but yeah.
I'm never going to forget that until someone finds it.
Are you paying 50 and I'm paying 50?
Yeah, that's how it's working.
All right.
Hopefully I'll have money by then. And then the second one, we had music playing in the background during a couple downtime areas where we asked you guys to answer questions and stuff like that, and that ended up being a case of copyright infringement. So they muted like a good 2/3 of our video. So that we have that saved, but we probably won't release that.
Yeah.
Unless we really want to.
Because it's only like 15 minutes of it, and it wasn't even the best part.
No, they somehow managed to mute the best parts.
Yeah, they just screwed everything up.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks Twitch. Hope you're listening right now. Doubt it.
No, they don't care about creator content.
True. Well, anyway, this episode is about, well, you can tell from the title, old-timey things.
Old-timey things that we want to bring back.
That we really enjoy.
Guess what Blake's is based on the the cover photo for this stream.
Yeah. Gentlemen's Duels, which is, it follows the chivalric code, so I didn't really do much on chivalry. So, not that any of you would know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking to Nick.
Okay.
So, do you want to start, Nick?
No, you start because yours is the cover.
Oh, okay. And then I'll change it as we progress.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Shoot my hand.
We're shaking hands right now. I hope you guys are understanding this. Before I start, I'm going to send out a few more links.
To who are we sending these links?
Personal.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I think Blake is going to be talking about gentleman duels, and let's see what else he has.
Well, the official term for it is judicial combat.
Judicial combat. That
which
sounds so much
awesome.
awesomer. Yeah.
It's so freaking cool. And then, hold on, one more link. Basically, judicial combat, if you can't tell from the title, it's just like solving your issues with someone via combat. Which I don't think it gets cooler than that, to be honest. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the rise of dueling.
Judicial combat. That's dope.
So, judicial combat really started being a thing in the late Middle Ages, with basically two guys would pair against each other with swords, and they'd go at it until there was first blood, which basically, no matter what the wound was, if there was a wound, they'd stop, and the person who caused that wound to happen was the winner.
Is this for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Anything for you. And then
shout out to Zoe Rogers for favoriting everything we're putting out.
Yeah, I
hope
love
you're
it.
Watching.
Because if not, then it makes no sense.
Yeah. And tell your brother to watch too.
Yeah, Zyguy's a good boy. Let's see.
Sorry.
Oh, Joe Sackett. By the way, I listened to Tyler the Creator's new song. I'm not gonna say the title because it's inappropriate, but I love it. Really, really good.
What's it about? I don't think I've ever listened to a Tyler Creator song. I don't think we're allowed to play it though, right?
Wait, I listened to Tyler the Creator's new song. I was just making sure we were coming through.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been really bad.
No, I mean he sings in it. He usually raps and it's really vulgar. Like, really, really vulgar, like unnecessarily vulgar, but I love it. I mean, I enjoy vulgarity,
Yeah.
but he's singing in this one, and it's just weird. Have you ever heard Frank Ocean?
No, I've heard of him, but I've never heard any of his songs.
He kind of sounds like Frank Ocean, which is weird because you wouldn't think it'd be that good.
Frank Ocean sounds like a super white name. Is he white?
No, he's black.
Oh, sorry, Frank
Tyler,
Ocean.
the Creator, sounds like a really white name,
That's
but
true.
he's black as well.
I knew that part.
But he's like, I'd say that most of his audience is white.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. Like Odd Future, they all appeal to. You're seeing Tyler next month, Joe. You see everyone. I hate you,
Joe. I'm the coolest concert I've ever been in, and the only one I've ever been in was a Rascal Flatts concert.
You went to Rascal
I went to a
Flatts?
Rascal Flatts concert.
Where?
Yes, I don't even know. I went with my grandma and my cousin. It was the best thing about the concert was the fact that he had a mic stand that would roll around, like it was like a rounded bottom, so we could like throw it and it'd come back to him, and that's all I was focusing on the whole concert. Because I didn't even really like Rascal Flatts. I was just staring at the mic the whole time.
Honestly, Rascal Flatts is like I don't play Dota 2. I play League of Legends.
You play League of Legends?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know I played League of Legends?
No. What's it about? I've heard a lot about the game, but like, are you gonna do the esports stuff? Like,
I do esports.
Do you?
Well, I have a team, and we're not exactly esports quality. Shut up, Matt. This guy, I play League of Legends with him in there. But
Hi, Matt.
League of Legends, I think is. I've never actually played Dota 2, but League of Legends is a lot of fun because it's just 5v5 competitive gaming, and like, it gets really heated, and there's some really, 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 really good people. Like my brother was like top 2,000 in North America.
Seriously?
2 years ago, just because like he could, and he was swole.
He was swole.
He was League of Legends swole. I don't know.
LOL swole.
LOL swole.
That means something else now. League of Legends swole.
Hashtag LOL swole. I'm saying that.
I'll tweet that. So like, how's the game work? Cause
What do you mean?
I never understood. Like,
Okay, so
is there like a plot or is it just?
no,
like,
there's no plot. That's the thing.
What's it like?
Okay, so it's just the player is called a summoner, and then the summoner plays a champion. And a champion has like there's like 50 champions in League of Legends. They have like all of these really like individual and like specific abilities that they can do. They have 4 of them each, and then they have 2 summoner abilities. It's just weird. It's hard to explain, but basically there's 3 lanes. There's a top, a mid, and a bot lane, and 2 people play in the bot lane. And attack, damage, carry, and a support. It took me forever to get to know how this. So there's no way you can learn it in a day.
Okay. Stuff sounds cool.
136 champions? Bull poop, dude. There's not. Yeah, there probably is actually. Anyway, should we return to gentleman's duels? Judicial combat?
Yeah, judicial combat. Enough with the LOL swole.
Basically, League of Legends, if you get it, you get it. If you don't,
Kill yourself.
yeah, basically.
I don't get it. So after this, sorry guys.
It's the end of it.
Yep.
So let's see. There was some pretty crazy stuff when I was doing my research about judicial combat. It came around in the early modern Europe. Well, pistol duels did. Initially in the 17th century, duels were mainly performed by 2 men with rapiers, swords, I guess. And pistols became commonplace in more of the late 17th or late 18th century and 19th century. But it went away mid 19th century, both in Europe and in the United States, like after the Civil War.
Yeah.
Really, no one liked it because not the legislators, because they were losing like officers in their military by it. Because that's how, if there was a quarrel between 2 officers, and like he would challenge them to one of them would challenge the other to a duel, then you're most likely going to lose one of your officers.
Yeah.
Actually, so much so that between 1686 and 1715, 10,000 French officers participated in duels and led to 400 deaths.
400 people.
400 people
400
dead.
Their own officers.
Right? Like,
How is
from
that
shooting
not
at
friendly
each other.
How is that not like a friendly fire? Like, don't you get discharged for friendly? Don't you get discharged for friendly fire?
Pretty much. I mean, probably not in those days,
Oh,
but
that's true.
that's so stupid.
It's dumb. So do you think? Sorry, go ahead with your information. We can discuss what we.
It became Elizabeth I made it illegal in 1571 because there was no police force to like enforce it. I mean, the people that would have enforced it were the ones doing it.
Yeah.
So there's no point for her to make a law because she can't enforce it. But like Obama, yeah, exactly. Let's see.
Wait, isn't he the head of the executive?
Yeah, so he can do everything.
It's like Congress. Never mind. Sorry, I messed up my EP Gov there.
Was it Jackson did that thing where like?
Oh, they said Congress can make a law or something like that, but let them enforce it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just like went and kicked out 136,000 Native Americans west.
I love how we can use that excuse now. Like, we didn't actually want to kick you out, like, officially, but... So, like, if they get mad at us, like...
It's like, it was Jackson.
This law says we didn't, but we actually did, so...
Oh, that's terrible, but it's true. That's really what it is. So, yeah, judicial combat... I think it would really solve a lot of our issues today. I mean...
That's a bold statement.
I think so. It would weed out the bad, hopefully. Well, the bad at shooting.
Yeah. Okay, anyone in the military would pretty much automatically win.
But I'm talking with, like, flintlock pistols. I think...
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't really matter. If you're, like, if you're just aiming in the general direction, like, there's, like, a 1 in 10 chance that you're actually going to hit where you're actually aiming.
Seriously?
That's probably not exactly right. But they're not nearly as accurate as pistols or firearms today. I just think that judicial combat would be like, it would be more of a deterrent for people to do things because they know that their life is at risk.
There's a chance they could get hit by a flintlock pistol.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't die from the bullet, you'll probably die from wounds later on. Let's see. I thought some things were pretty cool. This guy said, when he was getting ready for a duel, and he said, when asked how many times they will fire until hitting their opponent, John Wilkes, not to be confused with the assassin, replied, I have brought a bag of bullets and a flask of powder. So like he's gonna shoot until the day's gone.
Yeah.
But actually, there came a rule later where they can't fire 3 volleys. Like they can't each fire 3 volleys. And like if they all miss, if like they shoot one and then the other shoots one and they keep missing, like then there's no, just stop. They're just like, all right.
So how do you resolve the conflict after that?
You don't.
It's just done.
It's just done. Like in John Wilkes's duel, he said they both missed their first shot and they were like, wow, I'm really glad that we both missed. And then they went to an inn and like got really drunk that night and hung out.
Awesome.
Yeah, they laughed about the whole affair.
Man.
I know, man.
Just try to kill each other and then go get drunk. And no, I'm not going to get into this men versus women thing. What else is there about judicial combat?
Other than the fact that it's awesome.
Why do you think we should bring it back? Tell me why you think it would help society.
I think it would, like I said before, I think it'd be a deterrent for people to do bad things. Because like, and it's just fun.
That's true, yeah.
Because I mean, that's you don't get to shoot at living things legally anymore. It's just not fun.
I agree with you on the we can't do it anymore part. Could we have like? No, yeah. If we're gonna bring it back, we're gonna bring it back. I'm okay
completely.
with bringing the whole thing back. No moderation.
No moderation.
There we go.
We need absolutes. Absolutes.
No nuance.
No nuance. It needs to be black and white.
We had not last week. Well, the last Dart Wars week, we had, I was facing another team, and me and John Sheridan said that we were going to have a gentleman's duel over, because no one was doing anything on either side. So we said, all right, we're just going to go to a place and take a pistol. We each get 1 shot each, step 15 paces. Is it 15 paces?
It's 5 paces each.
5 paces each? Okay. And then shoot. And we didn't actually do it, but now I want to have one today, so I think we should have one.
We could do it
at the end, and then like post the video to YouTube.
Why don't we? With Nerf guns?
Yeah.
All right.
Up top, Funky Walk.
Funky Walk.
I used to that song. What is that song saying?
What?
The song.
Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
Funk you up, uptown funk you up.
What's
up.
WUP?
What?
Uptown up. I keep thinking he's saying Uptown Funky Walk, in that lyric.
I don't think he's saying that.
I don't, but...
Funk you up. That's what he's saying.
Oh. Is that like a euphemism, or is that...
I think it is a euphemism.
Okay.
Post it to Live Leak. Okay.
What's Live Leak?
Live Leak's like this website where you find really, really... It's like a YouTube, except there's no restrictions on what you can put on there.
Seriously?
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
I mean, every time there's like a gruesome video of something, that's where they put it on.
Okay, we're not having it with actual pistols. Whoever said that. We're just doing it with Nerf guns.
For now.
Okay, we'll do it later with real guns.
Yeah, when we're like 60.
And we just want to die.
Yeah. I tell you what, dude. I was watching a hover round. I was watching like a TV the other day, which I rarely watch TV. But there was a hover round commercial. You know what the hover round is?
Mm-mm.
It's basically a glorified motorized wheelchair.
All right.
And it can rotate. That's why it's called a hover round. But it doesn't actually hover.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, I know. You'd think it'd perform its title function. But I saw that, and like they were going to the Grand Canyon and stuff in it, trying to show like its accessibility and like how it can just go everywhere. But I couldn't get something out of my mind. Is like when I get that age to where like my main mode of transportation is like a motorized beige wheelchair.
Suck.
Then I'm probably just gonna take my motorized beige wheelchair off of the side of a cliff rather than continue to live my life.
That's morbid, but I'd kind of agree with you.
I mean,
I don't want to be confined to that.
it'd be looked down upon, but I'd be happy.
Yeah, well, you'd be dead. You'd be happy.
I'd be content with the fact that I'm not living anymore, if that's possible.
You'd be screaming in elation as you go down the cliff, and then you die. That's why I like working out, because, well, aside from trying to look super sexy, I also know that if I keep with it, I'm going to stay healthy, and I won't have to throw myself off a cliff when I'm 60.
Do you think that... I have a question. I've always kind of wondered this. Do you think that lifting weights is, like, other than building muscle, is an actual workout? Like, do you think that actually helps your body? Other than the fact that you're getting muscle, like running, for example. I mean, that burns calories. That does other things, like keeps your
just get your heart pumping.
Exactly.
I know that doing a lot of Olympic lifts that have a little bit more of a like complicated move structure besides just like lifting it off the ground or like pushing it off your chest.
Right.
I know that can help stimulate your central nervous system and kind of like keep your nerve systems firing. And I know that lifting a lot of heavy weights can keep, especially testosterone, like can keep some of those like manly hormones pumping in your body, to, like keep you manly healthy. And
because you're not that cute, and your hair is uneven, you look dusty.
Thanks, Blake.
I have a soundboard of things.
What is that copyrighted? Are they gonna take that?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I hope not. For that, they take down 20 minutes for that 20-second part.
That would suck.
That would be. But about the weightlifting, I feel like I agree with you. I love weightlifting. I don't do it as often as I'd like to, but I do it nonetheless. And I think it's like more fun than running, because running just sucks.
I agree.
I mean, maybe I'm not getting as healthy from just lifting weights,
But you're
but
swole.
but I'm swole. That's all I care about. We're both wearing bro tanks right now.
Just
Should we
FYI.
post a picture?
I posted the picture this way.
All right, I'm gonna download it and make it our actual picture.
All right, cool. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about judicial combat? Or
No,
should I
not
go
really.
on to...
Introduce yours.
Okay, so I think that we should bring back knighting. I wrote, I'll try not to say everything on here, but I wrote a lot about this subject. And the majority of it is like the history behind knighting. So I'm an etymology nerd. I really love learning how words came about. So the word knight came from the Old English word. I have no idea how to pronounce it because I don't speak Old English. But it's spelled Cniht. And I assume it's pronounced Knecht. I don't know. But the word meant servant. And throughout history, not the entire world. The word eventually became associated with ownership of a war horse, which would put you automatically in a higher social class.
Really?
that going back to Greece, the only people in Athenian society who had horses were the upper class ones. So we can thank Greece for the knights, basically, because in Greece, if you were rich enough, you could buy a horse to get around town and go trade. And if they didn't have that horse, then they'd be subject to staying in their polis and just having to farm like a basic nobody.
Ooh.
And sorry, ancient Athenian plebes. No, is plebes? No, that's
plebe.
Rome.
Oh, you can say it.
Fine, ancient Athenian Roman plebes.
Rome's basically just like stolen Greece.
It's like older Greece.
Yeah. Well, newer Greece.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. That was incorrect of me to say.
It's okay.
And there's a lot, like the word or the prefix hip actually came from the Greek word for horse. And if you go back in like Greek texts and Greek records, the wealthy classes would attach that prefix to their name to make them seem more noble. And even some like lower class traders did that to their own names. So when people like did business with them, before meeting them, they would think that they were nobles, just to trick people into giving them like better deals and stuff like that. So we have Greece to thank for our love of horses.
Yeah, thanks Greece.
Stupid Grecia. And then knights were the only people who could have horses.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Why is it that girls are just like some girls are obsessed with horses?
I don't know.
Because I know a lot of girls in our school.
Haley was for a really long time.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, I think. I don't know, but anyway, like, it's their entire life is like horses. They post pictures of horses like every day, and they just talk about riding every day. Like, I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Any females out there who love horses, tell us why. And the entire female population needs to come up with a consensus for why girls love horses. Please. Do that now.
Right now.
Right now.
Hurry up.
Go.
I know there's a 3-second delay, but hurry up.
Go. And even if you're not a female, I'm running this up to everyone so I don't be sexist. Why do you think that females love horses? Is anybody going to say anything?
Doubt it. I don't think any females are watching.
That's true. It's probably mostly just
Our
men.
demographics are mainly
Joe
those
kids. And so,
yeah, sorry to interrupt you.
it's okay, no worries.
That's
So
fine, yeah.
there was already that, like, not stigma, like stereotype that the only people who were worthy of any like honors were the noble class, and those are the people who had horses. But after the fall of the Roman Empire in Frankish Europe, Charlemagne was the first. When he took over, he granted honors to all the most valiant warriors, and most if not all of them were mounted warriors. So as that came about, like as he started giving out more and more honors, it all went to people who had horses because they had such an advantage in combat.
Mm-hmm.
And then that tradition continued until the Crusades, and then we see an actual social class of these warriors. And like you kind of talked about chivalry earlier,
Right.
And that's when knighting started to become a thing with the social class of knights after the Crusades, and with the advent of chivalry and their like code.
Yep.
And that's when the knighting itself started. That's an awesome picture.
I know. I'm really excited.
Sorry, that totally got my focus. I can't wait for you guys to see this picture. Anyway, and then these orders of knights start to come out of this Crusade era because they wanted to drum up so much support for the Crusades that they started giving out awards, and they started calling them knights. And from what I could find, there's 4 different orders of knights. There's military monarch, which you get from everything you get from military service, but that one's solely based on military service. Like, you don't have to do anything else except be a valiant warrior. And then there's honorific, which is what we use nowadays when we knight people. Chivalric, which is what most people think of when they think of like knights and chivalry.
Yeah.
And then there's hereditary. So being a knight runs in your family.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Why do monarchs run in the family?
Because they're from God. Nick.
Okay. good counter argument. I don't know why that was hereditary, but
I was looking at something earlier.
yeah.
It was basically a family tree of the
Sorry.
the Castiles in Spain,
Yeah.
like Ferdinand and Isabella, and it followed, like, because it's basically the product of incest.
Yeah.
And it just shows you how weird they look. Like, starting off from normal looking Ferdinand and just, like,
More and more inbred.
they just look terrible. I'll try and find some pictures, but it was just so
That's
weird.
fantastic. I'm
I
so glad
know.
I'm not a product of incest.
It's so weird to think about it because, like, Mr. Skidmore said that, well, I've heard it before, but Mr. Skidmore brought it up, that World War I was a war of cousins.
Yeah.
Because Tsar Nicholas, was it? Yeah, Tsar Nicholas II in Russia, and was it Edward, I don't remember, from Britannia, Britain.
Okay. I was like, Britain.
You got it. And then it's just weird because they were fighting. I mean, in that specific case, they were fighting with each other, but
Bless you.
I don't know what's going on with my body.
It's okay. Are you going through some changes?
I think so.
I don't want to explain this to you. Unless you really want me to.
When a man loves a woman.
No.
My bad.
It's okay. Continue about cousins.
I just can't imagine, like, having that sort of power in such a small family. I mean, they didn't look that inbred, but it's obvious, like, you can tell that they're cousins. I think they probably sort of figured it out by 1914 that
They were related.
Yeah.
There's probably sufficient technology to figure that out.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know why hereditary knighting is a thing, but
Yeah, because it's, like, automatically assuming that son is going to be just as great as that knight was.
and
To
I'm
this
definitely not as great as my dad,
Aw.
and Jake's definitely not as great as me.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
that was self-deprecating and other deprecating. So that was okay. Sorry, Mom. But
you just, that was like a Father's Day card. You're like, I'm definitely not as great as my dad.
but my brother's not as great as me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, fun fact, bloodline, that term comes from, I think I might have told you this, but Plato used to think that semen was purified menstrual blood.
What?
Yeah, so he coined the term bloodline. And that's where we get that term, because,
Yeah.
yeah, like we refer to family as blood,
Yeah.
because he thought that semen was purified menstrual blood.
Plato did?
Yeah.
Plato was a...
It was a Greek
Dingus.
philosopher. I'm pretty sure it was Plato, but it might have been Aristotle. Let me see.
Aristotle was a dingus too. Dude, all of those Greek philosophers got a lot of stuff wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone just thinks that, like, they were perfect. But in the Enlightenment, I mean, we overturned a lot of ideas that they had.
Like 5 senses. Well, I don't know if that was.
I think it was. I think that was, like, the pillar of the Enlightenment. It was, like, that we had established that there was...
More.
There's 7 senses, right?
Okay, there's the
Touchy-feely.
touchy-feely, see,
Hear.
tasty,
Tasty taste.
heary,
Okay.
hear ye.
Hear
Oh
ye.
yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh
And
yeah.
then, what are we forgetting? Sight,
Dub.
sight.
I'm searching this up. This has
Yeah.
gone on too long.
How you spell menstrual? I'm looking this up. I don't want to get my facts wrong.
MENSTRUAL. Yeah. How many senses do we have? Someone tell me how many senses we have.
I feel like an idiot for not knowing.
I know.
This.
I feel like I should know this. I mean, we devote, like, our entire brains
2 senses.
to social studies, not
Not
science.
Stupid science.
Stupid science. Even though history is considered a soft science.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a go hard in the paint science.
I go home.
So it was either Plato or Aristotle. Quote me on that if you want to. So there's, okay, your hands touch things, you taste things, you hear things, you smell. We forgot to smell things.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And there's like
Most-
equilibrioception, sensing temperatures. I don't know.
Look at all this stuff. Look, most children are taught that the human body has 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. But many neurologists identify 9 or more senses, and some list as many as 21. Like, what?
21 senses.
Do you know much about pheromones?
I know what they are.
Like, how our bodies have evolved to deem them unnecessary? Well, it could be subconscious. So, I could deem you as a threat based on how you smell.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I smell threatening?
No, you smell great.
Thank you.
Thus, I'm attracted to you.
All right, that's fair.
In a platonic way.
Same.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
But the pheromones also act in a way to where, like, if a female smells real good, or she's emitting some dank pheromones, then I'm gonna think that she's more attractive than female B, who's not emitting the same pheromones that attract me, which is weird to think about, because like that could be completely subconscious and that could still go on. Like,
yeah, I thought, like, do we actually do that? Like,
yeah,
do we still give off pheromones? Do you know?
Not nearly as much as we used to, like 10,000 years ago. I think
Yeah.
we did when we were animals.
That's deep.
We
Oh
were
my
just-
gosh. The only reason I'm with Haley is because her pheromones smell good, according to my subconscious brain. I do know that one of the things that's transmitted through pheromones is a sense of what your partner's immune system is like. Gene. I'm gonna try and explain this. I heard about it a long time ago, but I'll hopefully remember it when I start to talk about it. There's different like genes that attribute to different types of immune systems, and we're attracted to mates that have a different immune system than us, and pretty much everything else we like to be the same, but like when people have been tested for that gene, it was different most of the time, and we know that pheromones transmit that same gene. Like, that's a big part of what pheromones tell us.
Huh.
So we might still be sensing pheromones because we can sense when our partners it seems like we can sense when our partners have when they have that different gene that tells us that, like, they have a different immune system than we do.
So
your offspring's going to be a more diverse organism, is going to be able to survive longer.
So what's the purpose of that?
What's the purpose of an immune system?
I mean, no, not of immune system, but seeking out like a different immune system than your partner. Is it basically just diversify the gene pool?
Yeah, it's like,
and find a stronger immunity, like.
Yeah, you know, like, the thing with cloning is that all the clones are susceptible to the same diseases.
Yeah.
And this gene attributes to the fact that we have such a diverse population when it comes to disease resistance.
Oh.
So if you can find this is all like evolutionary biology, stuff like that, but if you can find a mate with a different immune system, then your offspring's going to be more likely to be able to battle more diseases.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I personally think that we do detect pheromones, but I don't know how to, like, amp up my pheromones. So, like, I wish.
Do they make pheromone pills like
Yeah.
they make testosterone, like shark testosterone?
Let's make that.
Let's do it.
Yes.
It'd be a shady business practice, but hey, you know, we'd
Whatever
make
gets
money.
people laid. That's so terrible for me to say.
That's so unlike you.
I know. Okay, I'm not actually doing that. I'm sorry, Mom.
I'm trying to think. I had something on my mind, and it wasn't pheromones. Oh, yes, it was pheromones. We could just make a cologne that claims to, like, use pheromones, or, like, redirect your pheromones, I guess. I don't even know how to say what we would do.
Like, makes it, like, come out more? Like,
Yeah.
you give off more
It
pheromones?
makes your pheromones more potent, I guess.
What do you think?
You know what bothers me?
What?
Lift up your arm.
What?
Look how much armpit hair.
I'm sorry, Blake.
I have like 6. And you
Why
have
is
like
that bad?
I don't know. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just like weird because every time I go like out in public with a tank top on or any sort of clothing article that shows off my underarms, I have less armpit hair than everyone.
Do you feel self-conscious?
I am very self-conscious about it because I feel like I'm behind in puberty.
You're not.
Am I? I don't know.
I don't think you are, Blake.
All right.
But maybe you might just be a late bloomer.
Do I need to talk to a doctor about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting you guys
Google
know
it
some
online.
really personal things about me right now. So.
And thanks for telling everyone that I have a lot of armpit hair.
Well, I mean, he's a man.
Like, deal. But you have a lot going on up here.
Yeah. But
so maybe
true.
you just like it. Just like.
That's probably what happened.
It redirected its resources up to your head.
Yeah, you don't need this.
You don't need it.
What's the purpose of armpit hair?
I know the answer to that question.
Tell me the
At
answer
least
to
I
that
think.
question.
It goes back to pheromones.
Oh.
Though, like the regions where we have secondary body hair,
Mm.
the armpits, the pubic regions,
Right.
are very accessible during mating.
Mm.
So when you're sweating, like if you're in heat, if an animal's in heat, they start to sweat,
Okay.
and the hair helps transmit pheromones in the sweat and waft it out to a larger population. And when you're having sex, you're able to smell that area more. This is very like animalistic sex.
I know, I understand.
You're able
It's
to
just
get a
kinda
better
funny.
sense of the pheromones of your mate. Because
So
of
we've
the hair
evolved to
that we
not need secondary hair anymore, or what?
We've evolved to make a more efficient use of it.
How so?
Because instead of having, I mean, we have hair everywhere, but it's less potent, and
And now it's not
now
socially
it's like
justifiable
here
to be.
where you need it, and here where it be helpful.
I don't know. I just think that hair is there to bother people. Like,
To bother people.
there's no purpose of it.
There is a purpose of it.
Yeah, I mean, like a biological
weird
purpose,
Yeah.
but
That's why
socially,
people shave it. That's like
Oh,
why
yeah.
we get rid of it. Just take it off if it bothers you.
that's a lot of work though.
But for me, myself, and I want to be the most animalistic me I can be.
Nick, I appreciate that. That was really good.
Thank you. It rhymed. Rhyme time. Okay, so enough about pubic hair.
I got Reddit Gold. Do you know what Reddit
No,
Gold is?
I have no idea what
All
that
right.
is. I saw you
No one
tweet
else
it.
probably knows what Reddit Gold is, but I'll explain what Reddit Gold is. So it's basically everything I've ever wanted and I didn't even know. So that's pretty much what Reddit Gold is. I'll wrap up that section with that. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, thank you. So next, do you actually want to explain what Reddit Gold is?
No, there's no point. People won't get it.
I want to get it. I like to understand and learn. Help me.
Nick Williams. Okay. So Reddit's basically a website. Well, it is a website. And a community. Where they post funny things.
Yeah.
But there's like lots of subreddits within it. Like you can go to RWTF. Like, which is where really weird things happen. And they post like really strange. Like I saw something where this guy had been living in a wall of like someone's house for like 10 years.
What?
Yeah.
I'm breaking all my walls now.
I know.
That's so disgusting. Oh, that's
I'm
so
going
creepy.
into a wallless house now. Isn't that just weird to think about?
No, I don't
Could you
wanna think
imagine
about
that?
Did
Ugh!
they know?
They found out at 10 years when he died.
They died?
Yeah, he died, and
Oh
their
my
house started
gosh.
smelling really bad. So that's why.
They found
That's
a
how they
dead
figured
guy?
it out. Yeah. And they found like a mattress in there, and like newspapers from like 10 years ago. Isn't that weird?
That's weird.
That sounds like a horror movie.
Yeah, that's like.
But it's real. It happened. So that's where you find
Did he
stuff
try
like
to harm
that.
the family, or was
Huh?
he just chilling?
No, he was. They had no idea he was there, and like he didn't try to do anything. He just lived there.
I guess he's a benevolent squatter.
Benevolent squad.
Thank you.
Don't
for
mind me.
not
I'll just
killing
be
the
chilling
family.
in your attic / walls. Well, he kind of lived in the attic, but he like navigated through the walls, which is just weird to
Yeah,
think
that's
about.
weird to think about. Ew, ew, ew.
Oh no, I don't want to. All right, but there's like our WTF, which is where stuff like that happens, and there's like our awe, which is where you find like pictures of kittens and stuff, and our funny, which is kind of like iFunny. So I mean, there's all types of things. Basically, what happened was I commented on a thread and I quoted the second book in this series, the Aubrey Maturin series. I knew that would actually get me somewhere. I didn't think anyone actually like else read a series of 21 books written like in 1970 something about
Sailing.
Yeah, about sailing in the 1800s, but people do. Surprisingly, enough people to where like they understood this one sentence quote from the quote was, "Jack, you have debauched my sloth," which makes no sense out of context. But I mean,
enough people got it.
Enough people got it.
That's awesome.
To where like some guy was like, "Wow, I love this book series. You're the best. Here's Reddit Gold." And I'm like, okay. Basically, they spent $5 on me, and I got an enhanced Reddit package. Like, all I get really is access to our lounge, which is like where guys just hang out and they like talk. It's weird.
Sounds awesome.
You need to go on Reddit sometime. It's a good time.
I've thought about it, and then I realized I had like there's that stigma with Reddit, like you won't be productive. Like I had iFunny, and I had some of those apps, and I got nothing done because I was just on iFunny.
Do you get anything done now?
No. But it's but like if I got that,
sorry, I just know you too well to say like,
Oh.
you're so productive. You get, I mean, you do more than me, but
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. It'd be even worse.
oh,
if I had-
you'd be like me.
No, I didn't say that.
No, but you implied it.
No, don't put words in my mouth.
I won't put anything in your mouth.
Good.
Are you hungry?
No, I'm not hungry anymore.
All right.
What was your next? What was your next thing you want to bring back?
I basically just did the gentleman's
Just
duel.
did the gentleman's duel. Okay, I have one I wanted to bring back.
Oh,
And
barefoot walking?
Going barefoot. Going.
Man talk. No.
Going barefoot is the best. I love fashion and I love shoes. Shoes are my favorite part of fashion and everything. But it's like I only like them because I have to have them. Like I drive barefoot all the time and I walk around barefoot when I can, and I just love going barefoot.
Do your parents get upset when I, like when, or not when but when you walk barefoot, like in places with them? I mean,
Like in their house?
no, not in a house, but like I've wanted to go barefoot, not in like a public restaurant, but where was I?
I don't know. Where were you?
It was at a church thing, and I wanted to go barefoot because I was feeling like really close to Earth that day. I don't know why, I just was.
Because you're hippie.
I used to be hippie. Now I just kind of.
Now you're in Reddit Gold.
There's not enough practicality with like being a hippie, I think, because it's like if you're a hashtag tree hopper. What the heck am I saying? Tree hugger.
You try to say tree humper.
Tree humper. I don't know. I just think being a hippie is cool in theory, but in practice, it's romanticized, and they get nothing done, and their voices are never heard because they're too busy smoking the ganja.
That's all you hear from a hippie.
Every single day. Anyway, barefoot.
The barefoot thing.
Do you think there's a societal stigma on like people who walk barefoot?
Oh yeah.
Do you think if it's like an attractive person when they're wearing like ankle bracelets and stuff and they're like they have clean feet, do you think it's less of a stigma, or do you think? Because I think it would be.
So you think that it'd be okay if an attractive person did it? And
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's just not right if it's like, say there's this tubby guy who's just wearing like short shorts and going barefoot around like town. Like,
I definitely agree. I think attractive people can get away with more stuff than unattractive people.
I think that's probably a good statement.
I know that a lot of the stigma goes to. I actually did some research on barefoot. I was searching it during. Excuse me.
Skidmores?
Yeah. For some of you that don't know, I intern at Little Miami as a teacher, and I teach 2 freshman classes. And during one of the classes, when they were having like a downtime, I was doing some of my research for this episode, and I looked up being barefoot, and the 4 behind me started cracking up laughing and making fun of me, but screw them, they're freshmen. And sorry for all my freshman viewers out there. Of the 9 people, is that 9 or is it 8?
It's 8.
Awesome. Let's pretend it's 9.
Wait, so I'm lost. They were laughing about what?
They were laughing about the fact that I was searching up barefoot research.
On your laptop or what?
On
like your
the
phone?
school computer.
Oh.
There's a computer in this class that I use.
Yeah.
And
Were they girls or boys?
2 of them were girls. 1 was a boy, and 1 left. Wait, no, 2 were boys, 2 were girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I don't know. I was just wondering if it was like specifically girls doing their thing where they just like. And
There was that
girls-
giggling, and then there was the boy laughing, so it kind of like drowned it out.
Were you embarrassed by it?
No,
That's good.
I really love going barefoot.
Anyway, what'd you derive from this?
That most of the stigma that comes from bare feet is poverty, and people associate not having, like, especially now, like everyone wears
Right.
shoes.
Yeah.
So if you don't have shoes, you must be poor because you can't afford to buy it.
Obviously.
And I disagree.
Even if you're wearing like Crocs instead, like I'd rather go barefoot than wear Crocs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a pair of Crocs.
If you do, I'd probably wear them just for like.
I feel like you can make it a trend. Like
Crocs.
you don't care enough about like anything. And
I'm wearing a
everyone
women's
loves it,
hairband right now,
and
like-
everyone loves it. And so I feel like you can make it a trend.
I'm down.
I'll buy you a pair of Crocs if you promise to try and make it a thing.
I'll wear them the last week of school.
Okay. Pinky promise.
Yeah.
Hopefully I have money by then.
You want to
so
go
I can actually
halvesies
do
on
this.
them?
Sure.
We can both wear one.
We'll just wear one.
We could get a.
That's advertising for our show. We
Oh
can
my
write
gosh.
Hunky Talk on it.
We totally could. We need to make. Help us think of some things. To advertise, to post around school and around the internet and like everything. Do you guys want Hunky Talk T-shirts? Because I
Yes,
do.
I do
But that's gonna
too.
cost a lot of money. Just kidding. Actually, it probably costs like $10.
It'd probably be really cheap. I know the Thomasettis do it for
True.
cheap.
True.
So I can ask them. Thanks, Thomasettis, if you're watching, for being
Thomas
Hey.
says. They're so
good
nice.
capitalists. They are.
They're the nicest
Nicest
family
family.
I've met.
Can they hear me when I do this?
What?
Probably. Hi. Anyway.
What'd you want to
um,
say?
I don't know what I want to say. I just
Oh.
wanted to. I've always I've seen that in movies. Like they cover the mic
I don't know if it.
and then they say something inappropriate.
My mic would catch you.
Oh, that's true.
I have a powerful microphone.
Do you? That's why you can
Lounge.
lounge back here, and then I have to.
Unfortunately, I wish I had one for you.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Maybe I'll get you one sometime.
You don't have to. But that'd be.
I need one.
Why?
I just like microphones.
Can you what is? I never understood what that.
The difference?
No, like the thingy that comes off of it. It looks
This?
like a Mickey Mouse ear. Yeah. what
Pop
is that?
filter?
What is that?
It's called a pop filter.
What's it do?
So,
It's a filter out of Azalea.
have you seen that video of her?
No.
Oh my god, I don't think it's copyrighted, but I want to show it to people.
No, I don't.
I'll show it to
Don't
you.
Don't do it. No.
I don't think it's copyrighted.
Oh, gosh, this is gonna ruin the show.
It's not. If it does, I'll appeal.
It didn't work last time. Okay, we're gonna say nothing, so nothing gets cut out,
All right, let's see.
or just something stupid. Yeah, we can talk because I don't want to just not say anything.
Yeah, Iggy Azalea freestyle. Here.
I'm so fancy.
You already know.
I'm in the first night. I want to hear Nickelback sing "Fancy."
Oh my god.
Be perf. Did you do? No, I didn't end up doing Mr. Allen Made Choice.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot my recorder.
Here we
My
go.
recorder.
She's really talented.
Flash, you feel good? I feel fucking hot.
Oh,
Language. Iggy.
this is a family show.
Tire marks,
Right?
finish line with fire marks.
Yeah.
When the relay starts to move on the way train. Master, she know the pants got spit like a pastor. Raptor, bench, did like go like dash, faster, motorbike faster. He gotta get a bitch, pass to the rapture. Right, bitch, go for the blow like a wind. Perhaps you will stop in the wind.
looking at the
When I win, when I
subtitles
win,
to
I
this
win, no
video. Can
win,
they
I
see
win,
it?
they good like she got
Yeah.
hoes on call. Got hoes on call to come through, take a protocol. Just damage it, that's my protocol. This many, a trouble.
Like, what is she saying?
I don't care who you are. No killer rap, gotta give it to you raw. Bitch, one point, when the pass me the joint, gotta twist this beat. I'm spraying my joint. Straight crack back, one till the pop, pop, boom.
That's
No,
all I
that
can
was- that
take.
was terrible.
That's all I can take.
People have ruined rap.
Anyway, what were we talking? White people have ruined
What-
rap.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember. Pop filter. and
Oh,
I
pop
said
filter.
anything.
Okay, the pop filter, you know that Mickey Mouse thing that comes
Yeah.
off of a microphone. It basically blocks out the B's and the P's, because when you go into a microphone and you say like balls, like it doesn't really know how to register that B sound, so it's like it'll like pop.
Oh,
So that kind of gets rid of it.
Fancy.
Mhm.
How do they do that?
That's a good question.
I don't know either.
That's sciencey stuff.
Hey,
Greg's.
Griggs, yeah, whoever's watching, everybody know how pop filter work. Hit us up at our Twitch stream in the comment section or whatever you want. I don't care. Send me an owl. Send me a Hedwig. That would be even cooler.
Do you want a Hedwig?
I want a Hedwig. I want something like a bird that can transport messages for me, and I'd love to be a wizard.
Oh, you meant like the owl from Harry Potter. I
Yeah.
thought you meant like a wig.
No, sorry. I mean, I think that'd be redundant calling it a Hedwig.
A Hedwig.
Like, what other types of wigs are there?
There's something. I saw something where it's like the most useless names for. Hold on. You keep talking.
All right. Back to barefoot. I totally didn't talk about that. So people assume that people who don't wear shoes are poor and have no money to buy shoes, which I disagree with because I'm barefoot a lot. I love being barefoot, and I am not poor. Well, me personally, I'm very poor. I have $5. So I guess, yeah, maybe it is true. Maybe it's because I'm poor that I like to not wear shoes. I just defeated my own. I just created an antithesis for my own thesis. Dialectic history.
Oh my gosh, that's how it happens.
No, I have to come up with a new thesis. It should have came out of this. Like, I should have just had a thesis ready because they clashed. No. Dialectic history can't be wrong. We did a video on it. No. My new thesis is that gravity is a lie, and the only thing that's keeping us to the ground is poverty. That's my new thesis.
You know, someone says I lost 200 brain cells from the Iggy's Daily video. I just lost like 3,000 from whatever you just said.
I'm sorry about the Iggy's video. I'm sorry about what I just said.
Now that I
no
am
brain cells.
I found, or I agree with you. I think you've. So, what do you mean now? Like, do you not want to wear shoes because you don't want to be associated as poor?
I want to not wear shoes because it feels good, but I also don't want to be like in a business setting. No one likes people that just don't wear shoes all the time.
Yeah.
Like they're seen as poor and dirty. And I don't want to be seen as poor and dirty. I want to be respected for who I am and what I can do. If wearing shoes is not wearing shoes is gonna be the only reason that you don't do that, then I think that's very shallow. And I don't care about the diseases and the poop and all that stuff.
You can clean that stuff.
Yeah. It's not like I don't have a shower or a bath that I can wash my feet in.
Yeah.
This is in the Middle Ages. I can wash myself. Just let me not wear shoes, please.
I think you can, depending on like the town. You can't do it somewhere around here where it's like, I mean, have you ever been to Yellow Springs?
No.
Yellow Springs is, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Ohio, northeast of here. But it's basically just this hippie town.
Wait, isn't that the national park with the things, the geysers?
No, Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I feel stupid now.
No,
Keep
it's all
going.
good. I kind of thought that too the first time. But you should go sometime and wear no shoes. People would be like, yeah. And they have a really good pizza place there too.
Do they have a college there? Because I want to go there.
Yes, but it's not very big.
Oh.
I kind of want to go to a bigger college.
Sorry.
That was impressive.
Thank you.
But I found what I was looking for earlier. And, well, kind of. The guy who named the car wash was probably like the laziest person ever.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of any other names like that where it's just like the
thing you're doing
is the title function is like, you
computer.
Compute. Yeah. Calculator.
What else?
Record player.
Record player, yeah. Like you've got it. You could have come up with so many better things for
Yeah.
names like that. I know Crash Course talked about that. Like historians suck at naming things, like the Great Bath and John Adams. And
What was that? Tell me about it.
it's a dude. It's just a bland.
Who's
name.
John Adams?
John Adams is the guy at the beer. Samuel.
Oh,
Adams.
yeah.
not
No, it's John Adams.
What? I don't know. I don't know.
Is this Great Man History again, Nick? Is this episode 2?
We've referenced every single episode in this video.
Well, I think it's easy when we have 3.
That's true. Yeah, this is only our third one.
Tell us how we're doing in our comments. Tell us how we're doing.
Yeah.
Give us from 0 to 10. Say
a 10 no matter what you
say 10 out of 10 would watch again.
It's Wittenberg. Where you? Mom, why did you text me? What'd you say?
Ask her how she is.
Screamin' Meanie is now following us on Twitch. Thanks, Screamin' Meanie.
Thanks,
Who
Screamin'
are you?
Meanie.
You should tell me.
I know who
you
it
are.
is.
Who is it?
I don't know if he'll take too kindly. I'm gonna mute the mics for like 5 seconds. What? We're back.
Hi, Screamin' Meanie.
Hi.
I know who you are now.
Yeah.
Stay hunky
Stay hunky, fam.
and get your sibling to watch us with you right now.
Do it. Where is she?
Wait,
Them.
you identified them.
Oh.
Blake,
What?
we can be sued now. I'm pretty sure that's attorney-client privilege.
Dang it! This one's gonna get muted too.
No, stupid.
They're gonna
bar
take the video
association.
too. I just hate law. I don't think there should be I think I'm an authoritarian.
Yeah.
In the sense that I think government should have a lot of control of a nation, but I am also a libertarian in the sense that I think that we should have liberty to do as we please if it's not harming to each other. And I think that they're at El Picante. I just had a really good rant.
Wait, Screamin' Meanies at El Picante?
No, they're the other person.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Tell them that okay. I'm gonna get on my soapbox about El Picante after you talk about being a libertarian.
I'm done. Tell me what you have to say about El Picante now.
I very much dislike El Picante.
What?
I'm not a big fan of their food. I don't like a lot of Mexican food, and then El Picante just makes me uncomfortable.
Why?
I dislike everything on their menu, and I've tried their tacos, I tried their enchiladas, and what I get there when I go is mozzarella sticks and fries, because I don't like anything they sell there. And call me racist, whatever you want. I don't like Mexican food. Chipotle is good, but that's just rice and
I don't
chicken.
think it's racist to not like Mexican food, but do you not like Mexican people, Nick?
I like Mexican people.
Do you?
I speak Spanish. A little bit. I've taken 4 years of their language. I like their culture.
Two Jose's? Or Jose's too?
Sí. Hago.
Okay.
Haces. You say haces.
Jose's too?
The H is silent.
Jose's?
Haces.
Oh,
Sí,
that's better.
yo quiero tener más comida en mi cuerpo porque yo me gusta comer y no tiene piernas y todas las personas mirando están muy guapo y hermana y hermosa. I quit. Who said quit?
K. I said K.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something quit.
No, someone said Chipotle and Qdoba are bar. Bay.
Or what?
Our bar. And then Bay. Corrected. I don't like Spanish. Well, I don't like
I don't like English.
yeah.
Actually, Spanish is more redundant than English. Did I tell you about that?
What do you mean?
Like the amount of syllables you have to say on average to get the same information across in English and Spanish is greater for Spanish, and that's why people who speak English find that Spanish speakers speak so fast, because they're saying more things
Well, they do speak faster.
because their redundancy is higher.
Like when you say yo hago, it's like you're already saying I, and then the verb is already geared.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already geared towards like the fact that you're saying it. So I don't know. Blake for president 2016, Nick for vice president 2016. See, I don't believe in presidents.
You don't believe in
I think
what
there's
about authoritarian
No, I believe in emperors.
emperors? So
Well,
Blake for emperor.
I believe in consulates. I think that
You just want Napoleon back.
I know.
He's not coming back, Blake.
You don't know that.
Are you going to be the next Napoleon?
Oh, maybe.
I think so. Do you think that's what the next thing we should bring back
What?
is authoritarian governments?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, that's a really good point. Absolute monarchies. I think they were great, as you saw in. I mean, Louis XIV was a great guy. Got a lot done in France. Outlawed. What's it called? Gentleman duel. Oh, wait. No. I don't like. Oh,
That's a
don't
libertarian
like this.
thing where like you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But that brings harm to someone else. No, because they agreed to do it.
If it's consented upon, then I don't think it should be. I think that citizens should make the law, and that they are above the law, but to where it comes to the point of where they are harming the nation or other citizens, I think that they should be stopped. I don't think copyrights fall under that, to be honest.
No.
I think I'm all for creating for protecting creative content, but I mean, especially me as a musician, like if someone rips off my song, I'm gonna be upset. But that's exactly what that is. Like what we were doing on Twitch was playing their song.
Yeah.
We weren't trying to get any money off of it
Exactly.
or like claim that it was our song. It was just music. So Twitch, this is a big middle finger to you. I hate you.
As we use their product.
As we use your product. Hopefully we don't get banned. We'll figure it out.
That's free. I mean, I don't think they can ban us for saying we don't like them.
No. Yeah.
Free speech.
Free speech.
Frederick.
Frederick should have won.
He totally should.
Did you start writing that paper yet?
I mean, yes.
Oh.
I started writing paper.
Okay.
But anyway, so what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Frederick. No, explain to the fine people here what
Are we gonna talk about Morse v. Frederick?
We can if you want to.
That sounds good to me. Okay. Listen up. In 2006, there was a high school student, 18 years old. He didn't go to school one day. Showed up at a loosely school-sponsored event across the street from the school on private property. And he said he had a big 14-foot sign as like a parade was going by that read, and I'll type it out too, but it read, "Bong hits for Jesus."
I'm trying to get on their Twitch account so I can talk to the commenters. Do you think you can mute it for a second? Tell me what our username and password is.
Yeah,
Or is-
absolutely.
Hold on, guys.
And we're back.
Thanks, friends.
I played the wrong one.
You what?
I played the wrong soundbite. It was
sorry.
inappropriate.
What did it say?
Bad
You can't
words.
say. Okay, that's fair. Hunky talk.
I don't say bad words because bad words make you sound unintelligent.
That's true.
I think when you have to replace, like, when you can't think of a word and you have to
Say something like so profane that
it
You
just
won't
takes a
accept
spot, then I think it just shows that you're incapable of holding conversation at a higher intellectual level. Maybe that's just me. Actually, Mrs. Like said that.
Oh.
So basically, I mean, that's not like, I agree with her, but I still say it sometimes. It just comes out. When I'm trying to be colloquial, I'm like, I just
say it.
yeah.
Um,
But anyway,
what were we talking?
wow, watch your mouth, screaming meanie. This is a family show. I'm just
Seriously, my mom's watching. Don't swear. She will murder me. I'm probably already in trouble.
Really?
I don't know. Ow, dude, you just threw a gum wrapper at my
Yeah.
freaking taint.
Get a man down.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about Morse v. Frederick. Basically,
Oh, yeah.
this kid said "Bong hits for Jesus" on this sign, and he was upset that his principal Morse took it away. And I think this was like the raddest stunt that anyone's ever pulled. Is like suing their high school principal. Who does that?
Like-
That's so cool.
I admire his courage.
I do too.
and I wish I had the cojones to do something like that.
But the reason he did it is because he feels like his principal took away his freedom of speech, his First Amendment rights. Which we did a government simulation for it where we were acting as Nick and I were justices in the Supreme Court, and we were trying to see if this was constitutional or not. And the thing is that based on precedent cases like Bethel v. Frazier and stuff like that have basically justified her actions. But I don't agree with the result of those precedent cases.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Like
like, great, you're using this evidence to back yourself up, but I disagree with your evidence.
Exactly.
I know. What he's referring to is the fact that I think you're referring to the fact that students give up some of their free speech when they enter school.
Yep.
They give up some of their rights when they go to school, and I think that is just a load of steaming dung.
Yeah.
And going to a government institution.
Yes.
I mean, I think private school is different. This is monetized by donors and stuff like that. They do whatever they want. But if our government is set up to try and protect the Bill of Rights is in the Constitution, is trying to protect your rights, then a government institution shouldn't be the one to take that away. And
I completely agree.
Amen, brother.
Like, are they trying to? I said this in class. I was upset. I was like, wow, when the vote came through that Morse won, the principal had won, and her actions were deemed constitutional. I was like, wow, we're creating another generation of brainwashed monkeys. I don't know, I was upset, and it sounded right.
I didn't say that, but I agree with what you said. I thought it, and I didn't say it the same way. But
think about it. Like, they're not able to voice what they want to say, regardless of how ridiculous it is. I mean, I think freedom of speech is, like everything, extended to where it, like, if it harms someone else physically or emotionally so bad to where they're contemplating physical harm, like self-physical harm, then yeah, it should be disallowed. But not this. Bong hits for Jesus. If another Mrs. Light quote, if something offends you, like if something vile like that offends your faith, then you should really be you should really reassess your faith.
Like, be strong enough in your faith to something like that doesn't
even.
I think you can act on something like that without taking it personally.
Absolutely, yeah.
And suing or taking down someone's sign. I think what happened was she took down the sign just like out of a reaction, and then after that point she should have just said, yeah, this was wrong.
Yeah.
And not just like, that's okay that you did it at the time period, and as long as you acknowledge that what you did was a violation.
Why do you think she did it? I mean, just probably because she was worried about the reputation of the school.
I definitely think that obviously the Supreme Court ruled that they should have done it, so majority of people out there think that she should have put it down, but I definitely think it was just a reputation. Why can't I load the comments?
I don't know. I can't do it when I'm on Hunky Talk on there. I have to do it on my personal account.
Oh crap! Patrick's calling us.
Oh, it's our resident answer, Patrick.
Our resident meth addict. Should I put him on speaker?
Yeah, I'll just put him right over here.
All right. Rick, what's up?
Well, you probably don't know the answer to this, but I was hoping you could text Haley or something.
You're on speaker.
It has to do with the meeting tonight for the missions trip.
Patrice?
Yeah, we're filming right now. You're live.
Yeah, I know that.
What? Oh my gosh! Is your question so important?
Hear myself.
You okay? That's fair. You're already on. So what do you want me to do?
Well, don't worry about it. I will figure it out.
No, hey, what do you want me to do, Rick? I'm on your side.
The other thing is you should check my clan castle, or not clan castle, my base and stuff. I changed it up.
Okay, I'll check it out, Patrick.
Patrick, do you have anything cool to add?
Yeah.
This is really weird.
What do you think about Morse versus Frederick?
Yeah. Do you think Bong hits for Jesus, a 14-foot sign, is protected by the Constitution, or should it be?
I don't really know much about it, but it doesn't.
We just told you everything you know. You need to know.
Like you were talking about, it's just saying the thing. If that offends your faith, then you need to reassess yourself.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, just keep telling me I'm right, Patrick. That's why I bring you on here. All right, bye, Patrick. We'll talk to you later.
You just hang up. That was Blake, not me.
Sorry.
Patrick, I will check out your base right now.
Sorry, Patrick. I love you.
I love you too, Rick.
I don't know why I hung up so rudely on you. I didn't mean to do that. You about ready to wrap it up?
If you want to. I could keep talking for days.
I totally could. But we gotta save some of this content for next.
That's true.
New episodes. We've gone through a lot of stuff.
We have gone through a lot of stuff. Okay. I wanted to hear more about your wanting to bring back authoritarian. Or should we save that? Do you want to save that?
Let's save that.
Okay.
I don't know. I just think that it gets things done efficiently. Like a government formed by the people ideally sounds awesome, but when the people are disengaged and they don't care,
Then it falls.
So now it's time for the final section of our show, Rapid Fire,
All right.
where you can send up to one question each. Actually, I don't care.
Yeah,
Send in
just
as many
ask us
questions
questions.
as you can, and we're just going to get to them. We're going to do it for like 5 minutes, so hurry up.
Okay, and we need to announce the winner of our dope pick contest, even though
Who
he
won?
already knows who won. Only one person sent in a picture.
All right. Can we post the picture? Don't,
Yeah.
Here.
Don't ask the questions yet.
I'm
We're
going to
giving
download
out-
it. No, ask the questions. Get ready.
Okay. Do you think we'd both be able to log into the same Twitch account so I could see the
Yeah.
comments too?
Do you want mine?
Yeah, because I don't have one.
All right.
Or how
well,
long does it take to make one?
not long.
All right.
I mean, if you have an email.
All right, cool. How do I log out?
Here, I'll just bring it up right here and like.
Okay, I'll look at it there. Hunky talk. We're the hunkiest of the talkers. So basically what happened was I put out, well, actually I'm going to attribute this to Joe because he's actually the one who started. He tweeted us a picture of him in like a wig and a gold chain doing a super gangster selfie, and I said that was a dope pic. And so what I decided to do was create a contest for whoever can post the dopest pic, and Joe's the only one who put one in. So Joe wins admiration and a fantastic life because of what he's done for our show, and we definitely want to sponsor his life.
Joe's a great fan.
He is.
Really exemplifies what it means to be hunky.
He is the hunkiest of all the fams. He's a true hunky fan.
Does
Thank you,
fam
Joe.
mean
Family?
like family?
I think so.
Because I've heard it in referring to like only one person, one or like two people. It's like, "What's up, fam?" You know. I don't know.
We're changing it even if it does mean something else.
I'm okay if it just means like FAM, you know, family.
Yeah.
All right. Here's our first question. There should be like a daily hunky talk. Oh
I thought about doing that. I really.
We could do like 10-minute blogs, like.
We have our we
like
both have
mobile.
phone cameras.
Yeah.
And we could just set it up and talk about something.
It'd be
I
fun.
actually wanted to ask you about that after the show. But
All right. Well, that's something we'll definitely consider. If you could have any animal, even mythical, what would you pick? Oh my gosh.
Whenever people ask me animal questions, I automatically say human, but that would be slavery. So I don't know. Hanklerfish.
A hanklerfish.
Hanklerfish. DFTBA. All right, your turn.
Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No.
That was like my favorite show for a while. I want one of those penguins from them. I don't know what they're. I think they're just called like pangolins or something.
Pangolins.
I don't know, but I really want one. No, otter penguins. Like, look at that.
That's dope.
I know, it's hella dope.
That's hella dope.
Next question. Give us more questions. No,
Come
we
on,
don't.
guys.
We don't have kicks. Do you have a kick?
Like the KIK Messenger. I did, but I don't know the username or password. It's like my Instagram. It's like if you search me on Instagram, I'll have the douchiest pics because I haven't used it in years.
Do you ever go back and like look at the things that you post and just think, oh my gosh, I was a terrible person.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
hate everything that I've become.
Yeah.
Or-
Not everything I've become. I hate
That-
everything I used to
That
be.
I used to be.
Yeah. What was
Daily
yours?
hunky talk. Have the viewers pick the subject. Have it go for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
I'm okay with the user created content.
Yeah.
But 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know if we can get it 30 minutes every time, but we can try and get it as far as possible. But we definitely need help from people who like you got our viewers. You guys watch us every time, and that's awesome. But if it's only one or two people creating the content, then or giving us ideas for the content, then that's bad. So we need the Hunky Talk fam to get out there and rep us real hard. Because I've done a lot of tweeting on the account, and I think that having a picture of a teacher from our school as our profile pic, helped get people to notice it wasn't just a spam account following them. But I don't know. So we definitely need a lot more of a following for that to really be as awesome as it actually could be. But I'm definitely not hating on the people who watch us now. Thank you for that.
You guys are the real MVPs.
Definitely.
We got another question coming in.
What is it?
It says, Nick, why do you have so much swagger?
Because I never forget to be awesome.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Thanks.
And this says, why do you look so fat, Blake? And I'm like, I don't, because society tells me I have to.
That's kind of depressing.
Yeah,
But
I
you
know.
do always look fat.
Aw,
So.
thank you, Nick.
You do it well, but if
This
you,
winter
if
I
you-
was really lazy and I just wore like sweatshirts every day, but it was comfy. It's like the first time I've ever done that.
Really?
I was never into sweatshirts, but now I'm like, wow, I understand. In addition to
feels
being extremely warm, I'm also comfortable. And there's a
That's
big
fantastic.
pocket in the front to put assorted like random
Items in there.
entities. I love it.
Random entities. You can put tiny little statuettes and worship them in the bathroom. If you
For
really
my
think
for
so.
my 5-time Hindu worship. Wait. Oh,
What else?
we should make t-shirts.
T-shirts?
T-shirts.
What are those?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, we should make T-shirts. I think we need to get. I think this is a chicken or the egg problem because I'd like to wait off on doing like T-shirts and stuff like that till we get more of a following. But at the same time, having the T-shirts would help us get a following.
It would be sweet. People
So-
would be like, "What's Hunky Talk?" I'm like,
The best talk
with
show ever.
hashtag HTFam on the back.
Yes,
That'd be pretty cool.
that would be dope. Can that be our adjective for the show?
Dope.
That's like our mantra adjective.
Dope.
Dope. Yeah.
I'm down. Dope's
Sweet.
pretty cool. I mean, dope's pretty dope.
Dope is dope. Thank you,
Dope is
Joseph.
dope. All right, let's think. Pick. All right, we're wrapping it up. Give us 2 more questions and we're gonna answer them. Hurry up.
The first 2 questions that come up, we're gonna answer them.
And then we're gonna just end it. It's gonna be really abrupt, and you're gonna be really upset by the end of it. I hope not. Maybe we'll see.
We're gonna talk about getting shirts and stuff like that after this if we have time.
It'll be a good time.
Why isn't? Oh crap! My freaking laptop got unplugged again.
What happened? Oh, did it die?
No, it didn't die, but it was about to die.
Oh,
Sweet. I'm glad I looked at it. What was I gonna say? I had something and then my computer pissed me off. Oh, Patrick. Wait, who's there? Oh, Strong Tank. There's a guy in my clan called Milk Chocolate.
milk chocolate.
It's Ryan Papali. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, and I thought that was the funniest name ever.
Why
And I
does
love
Nick have nurse shoes?
Patrick, shut up. I hate you. So yeah, Patrick thought that these Vans are nurse shoes, even though they're lace up.
That could be argued.
That's fair. I
I
feel
like
it-
them.
It's a solid argument, but I disagree with the premise.
Maybe Nick's just a fan of nurses and he wants to like cosplay them.
I want to cosplay nurse. Yes, that's really creepy. But yeah, Haley's mom is a nurse, so I've been shadowing her at her work, and
Is
I
she
stole
really?
a pair of her shoes. Yeah,
Oh,
and that's why I'm wearing nurse's shoes.
okay. That makes a lot of sense if you put it that way.
Thanks. So that's why, Patrick.
Last question is cocaine or meth? That one's easy.
That's not even a question. Is
Yeah.
cocaine or meth?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, like
cocaine or meth?
oh,
Question
I
mark.
thought the question had the is.
Like, is he asking us to
which one's better?
decide which one's better? Which one's like, here, let's do all of them. Like,
Which one's better?
I don't know. I've done neither
I've
of
done
them.
neither of them either. Next question.
Which one's just healthier? Probably cocaine.
Yeah, I'd have to say cocaine.
Which one costs more? Cocaine.
Cocaine costs more?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
I
for
don't know.
rich people.
That's
Rich people
true.
do cocaine.
Like, okay, cocaine and meth. Which one tastes better? One's in Coca-Cola and one's
True.
in dead people's veins. So I'll go with cocaine.
All right.
Which one's whiter? Cocaine.
Duh.
which
Cocaine's
one-
all right. It's basic economics or basic mathematics, guys. Like, cocaine wins.
Cocaine always wins.
All right, guys. We're wrapping it up. Episode 3. Thanks for coming out.
This one will be on YouTube.
Yes, it
Hopefully,
will.
pray for us.
Yeah. Right when I turn this off, we're gonna figure out if it's gonna be on YouTube, and I'll send out something to figure it out. I'm gonna play music after this because I want you guys to hang around and talk if you want. Like we'll sit here and talk, but like we're not gonna be on the mic. It'll be good. All right. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Bye bye.